He's nervous.
And now we're going to pass the mic. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please put your hands together to welcome the speech to end all speeches, the great best man, Mr. Stephen Minutoli.
Yeah!
Hi everyone, I'm Steve, as you said, and I'm Dan's best man. I really didn't have a chance to prepare anything like Winnie, but hold on. Alright, to be honest, I usually hate and get invited to weddings. The first thought that always goes through my mind is, what's the least that I can give without being that guy that gets talked about? However, with Dan and Jen's wedding, I know that since we're such good friends, they would never talk about me behind my back. Right, guys? I also knew that John would be here, and he'd probably be the guy that gets talked about anyway. I can honestly say that for this wedding, the money situation wasn't the first thought on my mind. I've been to enough tiki up parties to know that there would definitely be a guaranteed open bar. Going off of what went down during the cocktail hour, I can only assume that was the first thought on a lot of your minds. But I do think that Bobby doing body shots off of Kellen and Kyle was a little bit excessive considering the occasion. Anyway, as you all know, I'm not here to talk about how cheap John is or how drunk Bobby is. Why I'm really here is to talk about how great Dan is. Obviously, that doesn't give me a lot of material to work with, so this will be quick. In preparing the speech, I really wanted to mention a story that highlights all of Dan's great qualities, such as that he's such a great friend, person, and now husband for Jen. The problem is, when really looking back, I couldn't come up with a story that captured all of that. However, I was able to draw two major conclusions. One, we had so many great times and laughs that I wouldn't trade our friendship for anything. And two, damn, we did a lot of dumb things and are lucky to be alive. So on further thought, I don't think I'm going to tell a story. What I will say is that, without a doubt, Dan is one of the most reliable, honest, and I know Al may disagree, but hardworking people that I know. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes he can be a little hot-headed, whether it's in the car, on the softball field, yelling at Al, or after another Jets loss. But, I mean, can you really blame the guy with Mark Sanchez as his quarterback? A few years ago, I had the privilege with living with Dan, Jen, and of course Amber. And living with the three of them gave me a chance to notice more than just their extremely annoying habits. For instance, Dan's insistence on opening the windows instead of putting on the AC, which is one that Jen's getting them to work on, but it still hasn't really changed too much. Or Jen's obsession with say yes to the dress and Bridezilla marathons. But hopefully that one will be put to rest after today. And of course, Amber just being Amber. But the point I'm getting at is that I spend a lot of time with Dan and Jen together as a couple for a number of years now. I've come to realize that their relationship just works. Sure, they have their ups and downs. I mean, if you haven't seen Jen slam the bedroom door followed by locking, then you haven't been around them very long. But they're always able to compromise and work things out. I can honestly say with 100% certainty that, and I'm sure this applies to most of the people in this room, that if you ever really need anything, you know that Dan and Jen will be there for you.
Amen.
They're truly two of the greatest friends that anyone could ever ask for. Dan, I love you like a brother, and Jen, you like a sister. I would wish you guys luck, but I know that you like getting on each other's nerves way too much to ever be apart. Thank you.
Big round of applause for our